episode 73 of the Army ThinkTank podcast. I am Jen.
Yes.
And how are you doing this week?
I feel like there's a lot of emotion this week. Just like an overall emotion, you know. I had like a week off. I want to say I had a week off, but like my week off was me. I visited one of our group chat members in Vancouver for a couple of days, and then I came back and I saw somebody on Friday. I almost went out on Saturday, but I was like, I don't have any social battery left because like the Saturday.
Now I understand why you were so tired yesterday.
Yeah, like the Saturday, like that we finished shooting was our wrap party. And then Sunday we had to like do the podcast. I had to edit it all the videos and stuff.
Yeah, because you were leaving.
Yeah, on Monday. So I had to edit 3 videos, post them, get them ready to go. And then Monday I left at like 5:30 in the morning. It was a very early flight. Yeah.
Ouch.
It was a very early flight. And then hung out with Lenny for 3 days, 4 days. I came back on Thursday afternoon, so yeah, like 3 nights. And then yeah, Friday I was with my friend all day and her friend, and I was just like Saturday I was gonna go to Calgary. BTS was putting on like a 9-year event for BTS, and I wanted to go. I didn't have any social battery.
Yeah, you were
left.
like battery dead and
yeah,
it's gone.
Yeah, Sunday was the same. So I'm a little bit better today because I had to actually like wake up and go to work at a regular time for the first time in like
a year.
Yeah, actually. Actually, like first time in a year that I've had to like get up at a regular time and like go to work when the sun is up. Like it's kind of weird, to be honest.
Having an actual like normal human being schedule kind of thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. I mean, I do like need to fix my schedule a little bit, but yeah, that'll be that way for at least a couple months, and then we'll be probably right back into another show. And then I'll be right back where I started. But it won't be a year this time, I don't think. So
it is what it is, I guess.
It's what it is, yeah.
For my part, I've been doing okay. I mean, tired as usual. It's been like really hot here, so I'm avoiding going outside at all costs.
Yeah, it's fair. I like the heat. It's been really rainy here, so.
I mean, I like the heat, but the humidity is what.
Oh, yeah. Vancouver, actually, I think we swapped weathers while I was there because like Vancouver was so nice. Like it was sunny all the time, and the day that it was raining, it was like lightly raining. It was still like hot and humid outside. Calgary got like downpoured, like to the point where they were warning people about flooding.
You brought the sun with you.
I brought the sun with me.
Yeah.
And then I left.
I got to hear my first tornado siren. That was absolutely terrifying.
Scary. Yeah, we talked about this last week with terrifying weather.
But I was like, Jacob was like, how come, like, this is a tornado siren, how do you not know this? I was like, I'm from Quebec. This is not a thing.
No.
But, like, I knew it was a scary sound. It literally sounded like a horror movie. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, it's like
I scared my mom, though.
You did.
Yeah, she was not happy about it. She thought I edited like a spooky music sound over the video of like the thunderstorm that I sent her, and I was like, no,
it's just that is what it is.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, my accompanying message didn't go through, so my mom was like, how come, like, why do you do this to me? Like, you send me before I go to sleep, and then I wake up the next morning, I have a video that I do not understand what it is. But then she saw my Instagram stories, so it kind of just made it worse. I'm sorry, Mom. I love you.
Sorry, Mom.
I'm sorry, Mom. I love you.
Sorry, Mom.
But otherwise, I was at my in-laws for Father's Day.
Nice. I just called my dad.
I FaceTimed my dad too.
Hey.
And because of me, he decided to have a beer at like 10 a.m. and I was like, Don't put this on me, Dad.
You do you, my guy.
That's like
is.
he was like, oh, I'm gonna get a beer because it's noon where she is. I was like, no, I'm an hour behind. So
Well,
kind of doesn't work. But do whatever, Dad.
live your
You're the
best.
one that has to go to work tomorrow.
That's on you. You're an adult, so
Yeah.
Live your best life is what I'm gonna say with that one.
Guy's 55, so it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. They make their choices. I make my choices.
Mm.
It is what it is.
But yeah, a lot of things happened this week.
Yes, we got a lot to go through.
Yeah, we're gonna first go through the numbers for proof.
Yes, so at first what I wanted to say was great job, US and PR armies. We have been working, you guys have been working hard since like...
For once, I can include myself in this.
It's been like years of just like trying and streaming. And to be honest, like the new rules that had come in for Billboard like just happened. So we're not used to those rules yet. So I'm sure that we'll get better and better as time goes on and adapt quickly to these new rules. But we still did good, you know, overall, and you should be proud of yourself. Don't put too much emphasis on it. Like
those numbers are great. So
yeah, and the reason that we chart them is to show love. It's not for the the amount of trophies that are in their case. That's
exactly.
it's not what it's about. It's just we're just showing love. And to be honest, like we did a really good job with streaming this week. And with everything else going
I'm
on.
Still streaming in the background right now.
Yeah. Always streaming. Always streaming. So yeah, Jan will read off the numbers here, but I just wanted to say that you guys did an amazing job, and you shouldn't, you know, allow people to like bring you down because of it. Especially if you're on Twitter. Like all the love, all the
ThinkTank's got your back, guys.
As a Canadian, I can't do anything, so
this is first comeback that I actually can include myself in this now that I'm in the US. But yeah, #1 Billboard 200 for albums. This is the 6th one that's #1.
Yeah, starting with Love Yourself Tear.
That's absolutely insane.
I know. I know. I was thinking about it. Like I Love Yourself Tear was my first comeback, as we've talked about on this channel many times before. Many a times. Blood, sweat, and tears, baby. But it's true though. It's true. Blood, sweat, and tears was my first comeback. So to see this be number 6 on that list is absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Top 10 Global 200, excluding US, yet to come at #1, and Run BTS at #8.
Yeah, buddy. Number 8. Number 8.
Run BTS, like
it's so good.
Has some like they could crack
it seriously reminds me of like a mixture between like the new BTS that we see coming and the old BTS that's like, you know, like that. I
have to refrain myself to put Run BTS as my song of the week again.
I know.
I have to stop myself. And then Global 200 #2 for Yet to Come.
Yes. And we also did digital song sales as well. So #1 for Yet to Come. #3 was Run BTS. 4 was For Youth, and Born Singer was #7. So, so I don't think that, you know, you should ever scoff at these as
absolutely not. Remember when B came out?
Yeah,
so I did all of that, including the skit.
It's true. So. Also, like I will say, like this week has been very tough for albums, especially because we had like new releases from artists who haven't been releasing in a while, like the new Drake one. Drake, right? He came out on Friday.
Probably. You know how much I.
And unfortunately, you know, the radio is really an uphill battle. That as much as we try and request the song, you know, wanting people to come and play it or like to play the song, it's so difficult to get that happening. Even though we are very friendly and nice to all the radio stations, it's just, you know, they're going to have a prejudice against BTS music, and
And a lot of the
specifically,
time, it's like not necessarily the DJs themselves. It's really like the station and the people behind the scene.
Especially like having mostly, except for 2 tracks on Proof, all of them are in Korean. So
yeah.
But, we're still pumping it out with the digital song sales, obviously, since we're having 4 of them chart on
Yeah,
the Billboard
boy.
digital songs. And again, our streaming is definitely improved from B and from Mod 7. So
Well, thankfully, we've had like a long time to prepare for streaming.
it's true, yeah. And we'll just continue to do it, right? Like, just put on your playlist in the background, just like, enjoy. I have made quite a bit of or girl
or person
creature,
individual,
whatever you want. But I've of course made a whole bunch of playlists for Proof. I think there's 8 currently.
I am not surprised.
There's one for like every vibe. I got like a lo-fi one, a rainy day one, summer, hype, vocal line, rap line, and another one that the crying one. That would be the other one. I have to throw a crying one in there because it's true.
It means like, and the crying one.
Yeah, that's the last one I think. But yeah, those are all linked on my Twitter and on my Spotify. I have my profile in my Twitter bio. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
So let's get into the big news from this week.
Festa. Okay, so what I'm
just gonna. BTS is the only group that can pull off going on hiatus for 5 hours.
What I was going to say was, before we actually start talking about this, go and watch their video.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Seriously, do not. Here's the thing. Like, I'm not going to say any opinions personally. I'm just going to say my feelings. But you shouldn't listen to anybody else's opinions or thoughts on this, because it doesn't matter.
They literally decided to like tell us themselves instead of like through a message from Hyde.
Exactly. That's honestly, that's a very BTS thing to say, like thing to do for us. And they wanted to tell us first because we're their army, and
we're family.
It's very it kind of breaks my heart a little bit that they would think that we wouldn't support them or be with them. And I think that this was like the best way to tell us
1,000%
that this was happening at the end of Festa. It's like comeback, but also like their their anniversary was on the Monday, so I think it's all fitting with who they are as individuals. And I really am glad that we got to like spend a whole hour with them, just like chatting and having dinner and all that kind of stuff. So
getting the Hobie Beer Bean 2.0.
I love that man. But he cannot handle his alcohol.
No, absolutely
whatsoever.
Not.
The fact that they know about that meme though scares me a lot. I'm like, Jesus.
But yeah, so it's just very upsetting, the whole mistranslation
situation. Now, okay, to be fair, for me personally, I didn't think, like, I watched that whole video and then I watched it again, and my thought on it never changed. Like, I didn't take it the way that other people were taking it.
A lot of people were taking it really hard. I mean,
hard, yes.
It came as a shock. I was sad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna say I wasn't sad, because it was. But at the end of the day, like,
they're still BTS.
They're still BTS. That's not changing.
No,
and they're just healing and growing as individual, which is that's really important.
Yeah,
it is really important.
It's super important, especially when you're in a group, and especially when you're being creative. Like I've talked about that I've been burnt out before, and when you are burnt out, especially in a creative field, it really sucks because you don't care about the work you're doing anymore, and you get frustrated with it, and you really don't want to do it because it becomes this like chore that you have to
Yeah,
do.
it becomes really difficult to just like motivate
Yeah.
yourself to continue going.
And
Yeah.
you don't care about the work anymore. You don't care about like the team that's around you. You just, there is no feeling about it anymore. It's just like, oh, I have to get up and do this. And it sucks because part of you wants to do it, but you're just so stretched thin that you can't anymore.
Yeah.
And it becomes painful to even like think about doing it because your heart isn't in it anymore. And I would hate for that to happen to them because they love making music so much.
Yeah.
I am incredibly proud of them for, you know, being so vulnerable and being so open with us about how they're feeling and why they're feeling the way that they're feeling. You know, there's not a lot of artists who actually just like sit down with their fan base and are
And
like,
actually being so open about their feelings and what's going on and everything.
yeah. And
I'm just sad that they had to like wait, like basically like 2 years.
they gave us 2
more.
extra years.
Yeah.
Because Mott 7 was going to be their last album, and then they
Yeah.
were going to release the anthology, and then they were going to take their break.
Yeah, it was supposed to happen after the Mod 7 tour.
Yeah. And you can tell, like, I went back and looked at, like, all of their, the music in that album, and really, like, you can tell, like, Black Swan's lyrics specifically say things about being burnt out and not being creative anymore and why am I doing this. And even like Namjoon starting off that album with who the hell am I,
Yeah.
you know, I think is, but also like the ending, having Hobie do Ego as the end of that, it's like it's not over, it's just we're moving on to a different chapter. And I think
it made me realize, like in the same vein as like just the music from Mod 7.
Yeah.
Remember their end of year performances?
I do.
It makes so much more sense.
Oh, everything makes sense. I mean, even the when I was in Vancouver, Lenny and I watched Map of the Soul 1 together, and I'm like, yeah, there was lots and lots of signs that Mott's was going to be the last one, and I am completely okay with them taking however much time they need to, you know, come back together as a group, right? Like,
I mean, they're not leaving. Like they've said multiple times that they want to do this for as long as they can.
Yeah, and that's why I said, like, to have sustainability, you really need to know who you are as a person so that you can come back even better as a group. Especially because they've been doing this for 10 years.
And they've been together for this whole time, and even before they debuted.
Yeah, and so, you know, yourself kind of gets lost amongst the group. And, you know, RM said, like, during the dinner, it's like, I want to know who I am as myself and who I am as BTS. And I can't do that right now because I don't know who I am as an artist. I don't know what my voice means anymore. And the fact that they, you know, like want to leave a legacy of like, we want to mean something. We want something to matter rather than like all these accolades and awards are meaningless if the content doesn't have any meaning to it itself. And I think that's so like, oh, that's such a good thing to hold on to, you know?
It's just like, yes,
I am on board with this. And I am so proud of, like I said, the vulnerability is something that we never see, especially from like male artists to be like
absolutely
so vulnerable with us and so open about their feelings and decisions and like why they're doing this. And like I said in a tweet thread, because I was reading a bunch of, after I like watched it for the first time, I like went on Twitter and I was seeing a bunch of like, you know, because the word hiatus in the original video is kind of a bad word. I didn't take it that way because I know what hiatus means. I take hiatuses all the time. It just means a break in between, you know, what
it's
you're
just
doing.
that, yeah, in the K-pop industry, a hiatus like never really means a good thing. So people like directly went to like, oh, they're gonna disband and
Which,
it's gonna blah blah blah. And I was like,
which
if it
Yoongi
happens, it
said-
happens. Yes.
Also, Yoongi said during the dinner, we're not disbanding. Like, I don't understand how you can't listen to that. That's why I said at the beginning of this thing, go and listen to what they said, because it explicitly says exactly what their feelings and thoughts were on this.
Just like during the behind the scenes for that, Yugi was like, I'm gonna be performing until like well into my 40s.
I mean, Psy is killing it, so like I have no doubt. The other thing is like, you know, my love for them is unwavering and unchanging. This does not change how I feel about them. I am so excited to see all their individual personalities and work.
God, yeah.
We're gonna be getting like 7 different albums, so
yeah, because they're not gonna be releasing them as mixtapes anymore. They're gonna be released as albums.
Come on, how could you not be excited about that? I will say also,
starting with Hobie, by the way, makes sense considering that he's headlining at the.
It's true. Well, and he's probably got the most successful solo career out of the 7 of them. I think he has like more streams and stuff than anybody else.
I think so, because his music is so different.
Yeah, it's so different from the rest of them. So I'm really excited to hear all of their individual voices, and it just means that when they come back together, it's gonna be, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be so crazy. And
it's also gonna allow like, especially like the vocal line who hasn't been like as involved as in the producing and like writing process as like throughout the BTS's like career. They have been, but like the rap line has been doing it for so long.
Well, and I think that's also why I'm so glad Namjoon's taking a break, because he not only, you know, he produces all of their songs, he writes them, he's their English speaker, like all of that, and he's the leader. So like all of those responsibilities and duties, I think he needs a break from all of that to like rediscover who he is.
Let the man go outside.
Let him breathe. Let him breathe.
Let him go outside. But yeah, it's gonna allow like the vocal line to get more like experience in doing their own work, and
they'll just come back stronger as a team.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna get like more colors in BTS's work when they come back. Yeah.
Well, and I think the only one out of the vocal line really who's done a lot more is probably Jungkook. He's like the one who's done a lot more with.
Tae has been writing a lot, but not
Tae
like
has been writing a lot.
They've been saying that not as much as like been into the albums and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, Blue and Gray was like.
It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece.
But yeah, I'm really excited to like see like Jimin Spice. Jimin
is gonna be spicy. I just know it. I freaking know it. His is gonna be, oh boy, yeah, it's gonna be a lot.
I'm so excited.
The last thing, like, their happiness is all that matters. Like, we can speculate, we can talk, we can discourse, we can blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that they're happy and that we continue to support them no matter what. That's all that matters.
All I know is that ARMY ThinkTank one is not going anywhere because our love for them knows no bounds.
Facts.
And we just want them to strive and be happy and just like.
And I know that change
do what
is
they want.
difficult. Like it's very hard. Scary. It's very scary, especially because we don't necessarily know what's about to come next, but I think that's also what makes it fun and exciting is we don't know anything, and we're just along for the ride, man. Like, but like, aren't we always? Like, I feel like.
I mean, it's just kind of funny every single time. Like, ARMY thinks we're getting a break. I'm just like, who are we kidding? We're gonna be like busier than ever.
Well, and that's the thing. Like,
I'm here for it. Like, I'm happy for it to happen.
Me too. And I could never be disappointed in them for anything. Like, the fact that they thought that is why I cried when I watched that video. It wasn't the fact that they were taking a break, it's the fact that like they thought that they
were scared, kind of scared to tell us.
They were scared and fearful that we would disappoint them or we would be disappointed in them. And I could never be like,
absolutely not.
Dude, I understand. Like, as a creator myself, I get it. Like, it's one of those things where, like, if you don't find, you know, your passion in life, then you're just going through the motions of it, and that's not fun. And I feel like, you know, they brought us so much comfort and joy and, you know, intense relief, that I think it's our time to show them that
it's their turn to take that time.
Yeah.
For themselves.
Exactly.
But also, Jess, when BTS is coming back.
I know. Okay, so everybody like was crying, but I was like, "Run BTS, always coming back." That's what I mean. Like, we're getting stuff with them all the time.
It's been like 8 months since the last episode.
My Tuesdays can come back to me.
It stopped. I was still in Canada.
I know.
Just think about it this way. It stopped. I was like still in Canada.
I know. I am so
Isn't that
excited.
insane?
It really is. Like, my favorite part of like BTS, like besides obviously the music, is them being themselves and being able to like be together. That's what makes me excited.
But it's happy. Just a business relationship.
Oh right, yeah, they're wildly business relationship. Bitch, where is your business relationship?
Yeah.
Speaking of Festa, I feel like this ties really nicely into it, but we also got all the Weverse article magazines this week.
Jimmy needs to chill out.
Okay, let's talk about the photos and then we'll talk about the content.
Yeah.
So, photos. Jimin, where's your shirt? Also, where is BT21? Hello? Are you guys on a break too? Like, I can't deal with this right now.
Yeah, Jimin's shirt, but also Jin.
I could see his. I can't. I can't. I cannot. I really.
Yeah.
I really can't do this right now.
You remember my reaction to Yoongi's? Like, this man he's fully dressed, but he's wearing like some kind of like the same sequin shirt from one of his Seesaw performances.
Yeah.
But like,
chapter 2 means no buttons is what chapter 2 means. That's exactly what that means.
Jess, we knew that was coming.
No, I was.
You've been slowly unbuttoning their shirts.
I'm not ready.
I mean, Tay on Instagram as well. Like,
that boy just dropped that with no reason. I was like, "Excuse me, sir. This is a Wendy's. Like, I can't. I can't right now. Like, I can't with you right now. You can't just like post that and be like, they'll be fine."
Because like, we got the first photo. He was wearing a normal shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then he posted another one. And he was not. Basically.
I'm not okay.
It's just okay. Can we go back and think about the days where we're just like, oh my god, that's your forehead?
Yeah, forehead was like a big thing, but now we're just taking off our shirts for no reason. Okay, fucking whatever. Rip, I guess. Just die somewhere. I gotta go touch grass. I gotta go outside and like rub my head.
I think we're gonna have to go outside to check some grass or something.
I mean, if this is the thing for chapter 2, I'm very nervous.
I think it was like just announced, and then those articles kept coming out. I know. I was just like,
yeah,
hello.
Yeah.
I think it was their especially like Tay. Like, I think I have the meme on my phone. It's just like part of their list to make ARMY feel better.
I don't know.
Yeah, content. Weverse
articles. Okay.
Before we absolutely lose our minds.
Right. Okay. So let's start with Namjoon first, since he was the last one to have his. We'll work backwards.
Yep.
So Namjoon, he's just so well spoken, and I think that him talking about the like just his journey through music and what he wants to do next makes so much sense to like the Festa video as well. Like, I think having his article be last like makes a lot of sense in my mind. And he is just so like, I love this idea of like, I don't want to have any regrets. I don't, even though it's scary, like we said, like even though change is like terrifying and scary, I think, you know, having the ability to like look at your life and then be like, I need to reevaluate is such a strong skill to have.
That very few people have.
That very few people have. And I think, you know, Namjoon is just such a, he's just such a special person to like have
he's
this
so wise
and this introspection of like, this is how I'm feeling right now. Because, you know, even I feel like the pandemic changed a lot of things for like a lot of people, because we had to literally stop doing our lives and reevaluate what it actually all meant and what we were going to do for the future.
Yeah.
I know I did, like that was probably the first time I had stopped since like university to like think about what I wanted to do and like what kind of person I was, and confront those feelings. And I think like his ability to do that is just so special. And I love that he was able to, you know, like be like, I need this break to like figure out who I am as a person and what my voice is going to say later. And I don't want to have any regrets in life. And whether this is a mistake or not is really irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense to me. And I think that's just so, that's such a beautiful thing to look at.
How do I keep zoning out that back? Sorry, I'm just tired. If I zone out, you can just be like, Jen.
Yeah, like even when he was addressing, because he did do a letter on Weverse about, because as I said in the beginning, watch the Festa video. Do not watch like news outlets. Don't know what they're talking about.
That letter,
he was
broke my heart.
Pissed. He was so pissed.
That letter broke my heart.
Me too, because they had said their piece and said it with such honesty and such raw emotion, and it was taken and then it was like used and abused for no reason.
The media just like took one thing and ran with it without.
I think
they didn't watch the whole thing.
No, and I think the thing is they entered our space. They entered a private space that was supposed to be for ARMY and BTS, not anybody else, not solos, not news articles, not anybody else. They came into our space and then just like tainted it with nothing. And so he had to write an article, JK had to go on V Live. Like it was messy. It was messy for no reason. And it didn't need to be like that. You know, it's okay to have an emotional reacting to something.
Because change is scary.
Because change is scary, and normal. That's allowed. You're allowed to have whatever reaction you should allow. But, you know, we have to be very careful because the media loves to like be in our shit all the time and take our words out of context without actually like finding where the original source was. But anyway, it relates to the article, but because I think he now has this ability to be honest and truthful with what he's saying, and he's so well spoken about it, even when it's difficult, even when he, you know, doesn't want to. You know, I just think like in this article he was definitely like some of the most honesty that I've seen from Namjoon. And not that he's not honest all the time, but like this was like,
it's just like
this was like another level.
It was just like raw honesty.
Yes, yeah. And like I said with the rest of these articles that we'll go through in a second, the Weverse team is so good. These questions were so good, so in depth, did their research, like beautiful.
They're honestly like they're honestly like the best articles you can read, like
pretty much,
not just from BTS, but like the TXT ones, like all of them. Like
they're
what they do is what like media like what it should be.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Should be the baseline.
It should be the baseline. It should be. Everybody should want to be Weverse magazine. Like literally,
Yeah.
this is the kind of questions that I want all my artists that I follow like to have with them, because it's just they're so interesting questions. They have really good in-depth ones, and then
they're pertinent and like non-repetitive.
Yeah, and every single article we've gotten new questions, new thoughts, new perspectives, and I love it. It's so good. Okay, so next one was Jimin. Second to last. So I like looked at that photo, I took a deep breath, and then I read the rest of the article. Jimin, I can't even with you with that photo. Anyway. So Jimin is probably the most honest and sincere of the members. Like he is just always so upfront.
He's like
with his feelings,
the sweetest human being.
Yeah,
to walk this earth.
I love him wanting to try new things, but also just to like improve and be better. It's admirable for somebody to be like, I am good at this, but I want to be better. And we think like as fans, like you're amazing already.
Jimin has always been that way.
He's always been that way, but
yeah,
to want to improve at the top of your game is like an extremely rare thing to have with somebody, because usually when you're at the top, you're like, nothing can touch me, I'm amazing. And you never want to improve past that. You're like, well, I'm at my peak. I don't need to improve.
Try new things is really admirable, because at the end of the day, it shows that you're, what's the word that I'm thinking of?
I don't know.
Words are hard.
Words on a page?
It just proves that you are genuine in your passion and love for what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you're just wanting to not be stagnant in one spot. You just want to keep on going, and it shows that it proves that he wants to do it for a long time.
Yeah, and it's so interesting too. He wants to develop this more like raw, sexy side, which the interviewer, God bless you for trying to pull that out of him to like figure out what that exactly means, because goddamn.
Roll back the filter. Yes, thank you. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
That performance.
I can't. It's so
I think I'm gonna have to go and watch it after this.
I think I might as well. Y'all
red or purple though? Which one?
Well, purple for me, but that's just my opinion. Both of them are great, but I would say purple. I would say purple.
We are a problem.
Tay was next, so we had, of course, V-Min being one after the other. Tay, I love the way that he thinks about things. He's got such a out of the box way of thinking about life and about music and about his journey through it.
He's a special and precious little bee.
He really is. Like, I love the way he I'm so excited for
very unique.
It's very unique. Like, I'm so excited for his mixtape because it's gonna be album. So he says mixtape.
Yeah, I know.
But like, yeah, I'm excited for his album because I think it'll just be so uniquely Tay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna be like anybody else.
Nobody can do what Tay does.
Yeah, I think that's like, I'm really excited about it. I think it's gonna be so interesting. The fact that also too he's like been writing a lot and like exploring this like writing
and just
thing. I'm
like knowing what he can do like writing wise with Blue and Gray makes me just like so much more excited to see like what like his solo work will look like.
Yeah, well, and I love the line if what is it, if we look at me like I'm a tree, then I think you could say I have thousands of branches. And I think that is just
I'm gonna cry.
I think that that's just such a beautiful way of thinking about it, because
I told you how much I love them.
It's like, yeah, like we are all made up of these different parts of us that maybe sometimes we don't get to see, but in this capacity we have this ability to like see them as individuals but also see them as a group together.
Yeah.
And I think that's just so
Special.
it's just so special and precious. I love it so much. Next we have, of course, genius producer Min Suga. Min Yoongi.
My baby.
This
guy right here.
That guy right there. I mean, what is there left to say? Like, honestly, the way that he thinks about artistry and the way that he thinks about producing and music is just so like,
at this point I'm just waiting for him to come out with like a polka song or something. Like, he can pull off like literally anything.
I know. It makes me excited to see his future because it's just so vast. And I think like people demanding him to be producing on something is just, it honestly, my ARMY ego is too high. You know what I mean?
It's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot. I don't know what to say. And I love this sentiment of like, I hope they're excited for everything so I can give their life meaning each and every day.
I'm so excited. Just
like,
I love him.
Our boys making us cry.
Like, I love him.
Like, yeah, I
love them.
I love them so much. Yeah.
You know, sometimes like you get that aggressive kind of love where you just want to shake the person that you love so much.
Yes.
That's how I feel.
I know. I agree. I agree. There's not much to say about that one. Jungkook. Wow. Wow.
The boy with like 20 mattresses in his apartment.
He got so mad at us for that. He grew up so well, like so well spoken. I think that like you know, the members really influenced him in becoming the man that we
shaped him a lot.
And it's beautiful to see his like passion, his constant need to improve himself, to be better, to be, I don't want to say perfect because that's not what it is. It's like a self-improvement. Like he's
it's just like wanting to work on yourself like as much as you can.
Yeah. And I understand this like mentality of like not wanting to let go of things because they don't seem ready or they're not like perfect yet. And I'm really glad he said like Yoongi was like, you just gotta release it. Like you just gotta release it.
Yoongi is very much like that with the amount of like songs that he writes.
Right. Yeah. And like
just like again, you just gotta do it. You just like, gotta do it.
As a creator myself, like it's so hard to let go of things and you're like, I know that this can be better. I know that this can be perfect, but you could spend like 10 hours doing something, like fixing one thing, and it still won't be perfect.
But also like there's also like this whole thing, like there's no point in working on it like nonstop. Like it's important to take breaks in between because you'll come back and see it in new light. That's like one of the valuable things that we learn in translation. Like there's no point in you continuing to like revise or translate nonstop because the mistake, like the grammar mistake or whatever mistake that you made, you won't be able to see them. Yeah. Because you've been staring at this text for so long. Yeah. And I feel like it's like that in like any creative field or like creating field where it's just like if you keep staring at it or listening to it, like you won't see, like you'll know something is wrong, but you won't be able to put your finger on it.
Yeah. And like I said, it's hard letting go, but I think letting go is like, it's a thing you got to do in order to, you know,
it helps with self-improvement too.
It does, yeah, because then you can get feedback and see, like, honestly, I don't think ARMY will be helpful with feedback because we really love everything. Yeah. But I think that, you know, it's still a self-improvement thing of like, I was able to do this, now how do I be better? Like, what can I take? What lessons can I take from
over
this?
time? It shows like how much you've progressed too, which is always so cool to like see.
Me too. Like I'm thinking about like the first time I heard his vocals and to now, it's like night and day.
The improvement,
like it's crazy. It's literally crazy.
Like just like Pretty Woman when they were like performing it like younger versus like in the recent days, like it's like from all of them, but like Jungkook, chef's kiss, like
It's so good.
Vocals, like he's worked on that so hard.
So hard. Yeah.
And it shows.
It shows so much. And I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next with his music. Because he did say he wanted to release his album after Yoongi's album, which I find interesting, the order to all of that.
That's it.
It's gonna be exciting.
Some people are like, oh, Yoongi's gonna release his in August because Augusty, and I'm like, please stop.
Yoongi's gonna release it whatever he damn well pleases.
I know. I like the speculation because
yeah.
But like
we know that Hobie is coming first, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I think Yoongi will be next.
Hobie should be like coming pretty soon, considering like.
God, I hope so.
Yeah, because of the festival.
Yeah. So I think it'll be Hobie, Yoongi, JK if he said he's gonna release it after, and then Namjoon will be next. I think Tae might be after that, and then Jimin and Jin said he would be last. So
yeah,
I think that's a pretty good speculative order, as it were. Next article is Jin, Kim Seokjin, Worldwide Handsome.
Button your shirt, my guy.
I was screaming. Let's not talk about it. I was screaming though. I was having.
I know you were. I know you were. I know you.
I was having a time. But you know what I love? Jin has always had this way of being like, if I want to take a break, I'm gonna take a break. If I'm gonna play video games all day,
is so good.
I'm gonna play video games, and I'm not gonna feel guilty about it. That's like the thing that gets me hung up sometimes. Is like, I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough. You know, like, oh, I took this break, but did I actually deserve it? Like,
yeah,
all of these kind of things like flow through my head, and I think his way of like, do the things that you want to do without feeling guilty about it, because like realistically, you only got this one life. So you might as well enjoy it and do things that you want to do. And I love how he, you know, balances this idea of like work and play, and has these like playful moments where he's like, I'm just gonna like play video games, or I'm just gonna like read or do this other thing.
This guy literally ate like played video games for 4 days straight and ate 2 meals.
That's the dream right there.
And he's eat gin, and he barely. I mean, to be fair, I barely ate today too, so I shouldn't talk about it.
Same, it's fine. But I love that attitude, because it makes, you know, it makes it seem like it's okay to like live your life instead of like working to live your life. You know what I mean? And of course, like
in the same sense, it's like Yoongi is like, just release it. Jin is just like, just do it.
Just do it. Like,
the
worst that'll happen, you know, is that, like if I want to go home, if I want to eat, I'll eat. If I want to stay in bed, I'll stay in bed. Like, I love how that mentality has carried him through. Like, even at the beginning too, he's very much like that, because, you know, in the group, he's the eldest, right? Like, he sets the example for the rest of them. And to be like, it's okay. Like, you can take a break. You can do what you want.
And especially in like in a group that's so hardworking, you need that at least one person that's gonna be like, hey, you need to take that break.
Yeah.
And you need to not feel guilty about it.
Yes, I think for me, it's the guilt thing that I get hung up on, but I'm trying to be better at that.
You've been working on it.
We're working on it.
Slowly but surely.
Slowly. And then last but definitely not least, well, actually first, I guess, in the Weverse, but it's fine.
Yeah. Hopey.
J-Hope. I was thinking about this when I read Hobie's article at first. I love getting this like new side of them. Like, I feel like I'm learning new things about them throughout these like articles. And J-Hope has always been like the sort of like, we call him like the sunshine, obviously, because he is this like sunny, he has this like sunny disposition that he always puts on for people. But it was interesting in his article to talk about, you know, the times that he doesn't feel like that, or the times that he isn't that way, and how he always tries to be that way, but sometimes it just doesn't like
It can't work all the
happen.
time, and that's totally okay.
Yeah, it's like, it's that balance of like the toxic positivity thing where it's like you don't want to be overly positive because then it becomes this like crutch of things where you're like,
And I
I
mean,
gotta be positive.
it becomes bad for you too.
It does, yeah,
because you
like,
don't allow yourself to feel those like
mhm,
negative emotions that you
yeah,
need to be able to feel and go through.
yeah. So I'm so glad we got to like see that in the article that he's like, yeah, like sometimes I just don't feel happy and that's okay. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's okay to have those emotions and those feelings. And he's always like, I feel like Namjoon and Yoongi are very much like, those producing um type,
Machines.
yeah, those producing machines, really. But Hope has always been this like free floating kind of person that like does the producing, does the writing, does like the dance
Hopey does
captain,
whatever
like,
he wants.
yeah. And
I'm just gonna say it that way.
yeah, like I love that about him though, because he's just so able to like float between all of these things but still have passion for all of them at the same time.
Yeah.
It's impressive, honestly.
Very impressive.
Like, yeah. And I love how they also talked about, like as a whole, they talked about Chris being like this like beacon, like he came to Korea, he like knew them, he knows about TXT and Hyphen for some reason. Like that I found really
The
funny.
babies.
Babies. I think he literally said to June, he was like, "Is that a guy from Hyphen?" And he was like, "Yeah, how did you know that?" It's so weird.
We stand Chris Martin in this household.
We really do. We love Coldplay. And I love how they, Coldplay is like a really good example because Chris takes breaks all of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his band, they always take breaks. And
I mean, it's the healthy way of staying in an industry for so long.
I mean, look at Coldplay. I'm just saying. And how many albums have they put out since, they've been a band? Like, they don't have that many. Well, they actually don't have that many albums comparatively to how long they've been a band together.
I mean, Simple Plan is kind of the same.
Yeah.
When you think about it, they've been around for so long.
So true. They've been around for like ever.
Forever.
But I would really encourage you to go and read these
Watch
articles.
the Festa dinner, read the articles.
Because it's important to hear about these things from the boys themselves, because they're the ones who are saying it. And they said in the Festa video, trust us and us only.
Mm-hmm.
So as much as we love you guys watching our videos and stuff, like our opinions ultimately don't matter.
They don't matter.
And I tried not to put any of my I actually don't have any opinions on the Festa dinner, like one way or another, because it's not about me and my opinions. It's about them and their choices. And whatever it is, I'm gonna support. So it doesn't matter.
Because like what we like we said like at the beginning, like if you're feeling sad, it's okay.
Yeah, of course it is.
Like
you're allowed to feel sad.
I was sad at the beginning.
You can hold multiple emotions at the same time.
Like the day, like I'm fine now, but the day that the Festa dinner came out, I was having a bad day. Like I was really sad, and I mean, I have some friends that like this is literally their first comeback.
Yeah.
And they feel guilty that they haven't been like an ARMY for longer. And I'm like,
don't feel guilty.
It's not finished.
No.
Like they've said they're coming back. This is just like the end of one chapter.
It's the end of chapter
one. And I feel kind of the same. Like I don't feel guilty. I feel sad because I wish I was with them in that first chapter for longer. But it's just like you just gotta go through those emotions because like now I'm fine. Yeah. And ultimately, like even when I was sad, I was happy for them. Because this is something that they need and something that they need to do for themselves, which is very important. But go through those emotions. They're valid. They're okay.
I think you can feel sad for yourself and happy for somebody else at the same time. Like you can hold two emotions at the same time.
Like at the end of the day, it's just like respecting their decision.
And supporting them as together. Yeah. They're still OT7. We are still OT7 in this household.
1,000%. It's
no
not
solos.
Never gonna change. No. No.
I don't think so. But yeah. I think also too, like, I was thinking about this the other day, but I think that Yet to Come and For Youth have a completely different meaning now.
Oh, yes, they do.
Because that brings me into all of their performances at the award shows this week.
The music shows.
Okay, part of me is really glad that they didn't tell us, like, while that pre-recording was happening, so we could wait until after those performances.
Yeah.
Because ARMY was very happy, and I like hearing their chants and like hearing their screams.
I mean, BTS's smile just said everything. They were finally able to hear the K Diamonds.
That being said, though, I did notice that, like, obviously they had, like, since this will be probably their last performance as a group for a while, the tears that were in their eyes.
Oh, yeah.
But they look at us.
I don't think they were sad tears.
No, I think it was probably a mixture of both sad and happy. Like, sad that they won't be performing as Seven for a little bit, but also happy that they were able to see ARMY. And it was like a mini concert. Like, like, it was like a BTS and ARMY fun concert time, and I'm so glad that
Can we talk about the little dance in For Youth for a second?
These were some of my favorite BTS performances. Like, For Youth, I think for me, has shifted meanings. Kind of like, I feel like it fits in the same category as We Are Bulletproof the Eternal, just because of the lyrical content and how they decided to present both of those songs to us, which I love, but like, chill. My emotions cannot take so much. Okay.
Chill out.
And ARMY like singing Young Forever at the beginning and then having them do Yet to Come and For Youth. I love it.
I mean, like, some of the highlights for me, just like Yoongi peeking over the stage. June's ending fairy today from today's performance. The members were losing.
They were losing it. It was so
J-Hope
funny.
literally fell to the ground.
Yeah. He even posted an Instagram story about it, being like, my friends are so funny.
The photos though from Inkigayo. Jeonjun was so happy to see his youngs.
I know. I'm so glad that we got to see them perform.
It's just like warms my heart.
Yeah.
Really.
I was honestly like, I was tearing up for sure because I was like looking at their faces and seeing those tears in their eyes. To me though, it was like a happy cry.
It just feels nostalgic already.
Yeah. Honestly, it feels like, especially when they were doing Yet to Come and they were like all standing in a circle facing ARMY, it really reminded me of Born Singer, like the first couple times they performed it. It makes me feel so warm and fuzzy, and I'm so glad that our K Diamonds got to experience that and feel it and see it, and they got to do it and feel it and see it. Like, it makes me so happy.
But like, continuing in the Yet to Come news, we got the movie sketch.
We did.
BTS 0, Sand 1.
Yeah.
Let's start with that.
Poor guys in the desert. Yeah, Vegas is like, when there's a sandstorm, it's like, it's heavy, man. There's a lot of stuff. Poor Tay. Oh, and especially
the shot is cool. The shot is cool.
Poor Tay. Poor Tay. Because like like they were wearing contacts too, which is like so much worse in the desert. Like, that's awful.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's really not good. But it was fun to see like the behind the scenes of it, obviously.
I just need to mention one thing.
Mm.
The part where they shot JK on top of the bus, he was like, I'm used to it. I'm always in the like high up. I flew.
Yeah, the Grammys performance, Euphoria. He's always
container and permission to dance.
Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I'm just saying.
It was like, I'm used to it by now.
Oh, also like him running in like Fake Love with the falling floor.
Mm-hmm.
He's done a lot of like stunt stuff.
It was like, it's okay. It's whatever.
I love, like, I know, obviously, like, I work in film. I understand, like, what everybody's position is on set. So it was funny to me to see, like, everybody freaking out about the stunt coordinator position being, like, on the list of things. And I was like, yeah, he's on top of a bus. There has to be safety, obviously. I was like, y'all are weird.
It was just, like, so casual about it, though. It was just like, I'm used to it.
I love it. It's so good. I love that we're getting like some Bangtan bombs behind the scenes. Yeah. It makes me happy.
Those are some of my favorites.
Yeah, me too.
But then we got the special MV for In the Song.
Oh my god.
Which is coming out next week, by the way.
Which I'm excited about. I can't wait to play a game.
Can't wait.
Like, I can't wait to play a game like Animal Crossing, except with like BTS.
I literally, because like most like BTS related games, you don't really have like a friends list. I want a friends list. I want to be able to. I want to add you guys.
I want to go to an island. I want to go to my friends' islands. You know?
I want to go visit Jess in the song, please.
It's true. I was kind of surprised that they did the like chose Yet to Come as their like base. Like, I'm not surprised, but I kind of am surprised. And the music video, it does fit well because the music video is so cute.
Rip Hobie though.
Hobie was having a time during that music video.
Hobie just face planting on that whale.
Yeah, the whale symbolization coming back is so, because we got it like with Bulletproof the Eternal. We got it with 0 O'Clock, and now we got it with this one. And I think all three of those songs are just so special to ARMY. Like, Bulletproof the Eternal, like, we got them to the highest peaks of high. With 0 O'Clock, we're gonna be happy, you know, we're taking off on this freaking whale. And then Yet to Come, you know, they're being led to this beautiful, peaceful place that we can live together. I just think it's so sweet. I'm happy. I don't know. I'm pretty satisfied.
Otherwise we got a couple more like news. We got a message from Hobie for Lollapalooza.
Oh my
English
god.
King.
It makes me so excited. I still have to book my flights, but I'm very excited. I know, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen this week.
It shows that your mom is not coming, because otherwise your flights will already be booked.
I know.
Saying your dad would be on top of it.
I know. I'm gonna book them. It's gonna happen. But I'm very excited. I know. I still got like a little bit. We're fine.
Okay.
Still got like a month. We're good. Month and a half.
I believe in you. You'll do it.
I'll do it. But I'm so excited. I'm excited to see what like the Hope World 2 album is gonna be. I don't know if it's called Hope World. I'm just calling it that for now.
Yeah, because that's what we know it by.
That's what we know it by. So I'm really excited to see what this album is gonna bring. And it totally makes sense that Hobie is going first because,
considering that he's going
to Lala, but also just like in general. Again, like I said in the beginning,
he's been wanting to release more solo music for a really long time.
Yes, and like I said, like he's probably the most successful solo out of all of BTS.
I'm excited.
I'm excited. It's gonna be great. And Jungkook is also doing a collab with Charlie Puth.
His idol, Charlie Puth.
I don't particularly like
Charlie Puth,
but
no, I don't.
I will support Jungkook because that's all that matters.
I gotta say he has some good songs. I don't like him particularly, but he doesn't make that bad.
Yes, I would agree. I would agree. But I'm excited because it sounds pretty good. Like
I'm
Jungkook
so
obviously
excited.
sounds
It's gonna
so
be
good on it.
so good.
It's gonna be good. I'm excited. I'm excited.
And then Bangtan Tattoos, we got some more.
Oh, we got some more information. Okay.
So Jimin's got his on his finger.
Yeah, it's like in between his fingers. So Jimin's finger. Namjoon obviously is on the ankle. Hobie is on his attendant's heel part.
JK got his behind his ear.
Like ARMY suggested on the V Live, which I thought was so cute. Also, Jungkook updating a lot of his tattoos.
Yeah. We finally got the sleeve in HB, yo.
Oh my god, like I'm imagining back in like, God, it's been so long.
When we were just like, what is it?
Zooming into like every single pixel.
Zoom out.
Zoom out. Yeah, like zooming into like every pixel.
Did you see the photo of Tay with like his elephant?
He trolled us. I thought that was actually going to be like his tattoo. I was like, oh my god, Tay! But no, he's trolling us. That's a marker.
That's such a Tay thing.
He's such a ridiculous person. And we know that where Jin's is because he said it out loud.
Yeah. Not expecting to see a photo of that one though.
I don't think Yoongi either. I think he'll
Yoongi and Tae are like the two that we absolutely do not know. If one, they have theirs already.
Yeah.
And two, where?
Where, yeah. I feel like we'll find out eventually if they have them. I just don't think we'll know like where they are necessarily. Because Tae had said in his V Live a while ago that he wanted to do it. He just didn't know where to put it so it wouldn't be like noticeable.
Also, speaking of Tae, boy sleeping on V Live.
Yeah, so on Monday we had the performance with Anderson Park. We haven't talked about this yet. Yeah, the
live.
The live. So the live that happened on the Monday was amazing, by the way. Like, it was so good. And
Anderson Park on drums for Yet to Come. Also, Korean King. His chincha is so cute.
It's so cute. I absolutely loved it. I loved that they did the 3 songs, obviously. That is probably my favorite performance of 4Youth. Like, Lenny and I together probably watched it like 6 times, I think. Like, we rewinded, like, we watched it, that part. Yeah, it's their vocals, it's just so good. In the middle of the desert, like it's so good. Yeah, I loved obviously like Born Singer starting it off with that, and then Yet to Come and 4Youth at the end. Honestly, I think that that's the best way to listen to those songs together as well. Like you have Born Singer, which is like what they started with, what their anthem is for like starting this journey. You have Yet to Come, which is like, don't worry, we're not leaving, we still have more to give you. And then 4Youth of like, we love you, you're our best friends, we're never going anywhere. I just think like that trio is just so beautifully,
I love it,
picked together. Now on Festa too, they did mention they have choreography for Run BTS. So at the next BTS concert, that song will be playing. Mark my words. What's today's date? June 20th, 2022. I said this, and if it happens.
But also, like Namjoon said, that they are going to promote and perform Run BTS. They're just waiting for them to come back, like as a group. To do it.
I think to start off their third chapter with that is the perfect way to do that. I think
absolutely.
That's great. I think that's a great way to like spear off chapter 3. Let's go.
Yeah, boy.
But I think
that's
all for this week. I hope you guys had a lot of water. I hope you're feeling okay. You know, I know it's a lot to take in, but we are ARMY, we're bulletproof, we'll get through anything. As long as we're together.
Not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere anytime soon, so. You need some comforting words, our DMs are always open.
Yeah, we're here.
So I can give you some words of wisdom and comfort if you need, but or
You
if you
need
just need
memes. Just
someone
if
to
you need
listen to.
memes, ask for me.
Yeah, true. True.
I'm the meme queen.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Artist shout out?
Yes, let's do it before I lose my voice from talking this much.
Yeah. My artist this week, Cookie Chim.
Oh, I love Cookie Chim so much. Oh, their art is so freaking cute.
I just like absolutely love the JK V Live one.
Yeah.
The boy doing the dishes on V Live.
Oh my god. And also like We Love ARMY, We Love BTS.
Yeah.
I love that one so much. Yeah, this boy doing the dishes was probably peak comedy. Like that was
I mean, we literally got JK doing the dishes on V Live and Tay sleeping on V Live, so it's been a week.
That's when people ask me, they're like, so what is being an army like? And I'm like, how do I quantify that?
It's a wild.
I'm like, I get to watch the members wash dishes and fall asleep. I don't know.
Also, like they're on V Live and like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then leaves.
Yeah.
We get a chair count for like.
I'm basically watching chairs, watching dishes, watching sleeping.
And JK doing karaoke.
Yes. Yeah, that sounds like a good thing, right?
Yeah. That sounds about right.
That's about right. Sounds about army, I feel like.
What about you, Jess?
My artist this week is Cutie Lovely Pins.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's so cute.
The Jimin photo.
I know. Like, so freaking cute. Like, the moon one is so cute. And, like, the jewelry, the 7, it's
so good.
It's so good. I love it. And Lenny has been really feeding my pin addiction lately, so we're on to pins.
Lenny is feeding a lot of addictions all the time.
I mean, she's part of the reason I'm going to Lollapalooza. Let's not talk about it.
All right, let's go to meme time, shall we?
We shall, yes.
All right.
So there wasn't too many memes this week because of obviously the news. Honestly, today this is peak comedy to me.
Yep.
Oh my god. No, true. Oh, the piano, like, that performance is so good.
This one, I think you sent it.
I sure did. That is my favorite meme, hands down. I have it printed in my house. It's literally by my front door. I'm not kidding. Like, you think that I'm joking? I'm really not.
I think you showed it to me.
I did. It's literally in my living room. Yeah, we don't take a break.
I have to go through all the freaking photos.
This.
Yep. Where's your shirt, man?
Where is your shirt? Oh, also this today. Sir.
What?
Hey.
That's a lie.
Hang on. We're your best friends, but we're not hilarious? Liar. One of those is not true. Pick one. Pick one. Oh god, it's so true. We have so much coming. Like, it's unreal how much we have going on here. Oh, Park Jimin. I just scrolled past this picture and like had a moment.
It is what it is.
Jesus. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna send this video because I think it's funny. So I was obviously, like I said, I flew from Calgary to Vancouver, and I I strapped a picture of Jin to the back of my bag.
Oh no.
So I was just like walking through the airport in security with Jin behind me.
Oh, I need to show you this photo from my in-law. She works in a vet clinic, okay, for context.
Oh, okay.
And this dog just got neutered.
Oh.
Look at his teeth.
That's my reaction to that.
But like, why'd you put your teeth against her?
So upset. So angry.
It was like, why'd you do this to me? But then I give you a picture of Oscar.
Oh, so cute.
He's like 3.5 pounds.
Oh.
He's so tiny.
That's so cute.
Shall we end with this one? It's sending.
I love this video. I love them. Hobie following is like my favorite thing. He's such a meme. Oh my god.
Yoongi literally went and started slapping Jimin.
And like his like stomping of feet, like I can't. It's so funny. It's perfect.
Alright. Songs of the week?
Songs of the week.
So my BTS song this week is Yet to Come. Because I love that song. And it just feels fitting.
It does. It does.
And my non-BTS song is actually the new Kepler song. They had their comeback today.
Oh wow.
So this is their new like title track.
Nice.
Up. It is addicting.
It's a bop.
And it is. It really is. It's like a summer bop for sure. It's really good. And they finally gave Bayit some more lines, which I'm very happy for her because she's an amazing performer.
Yeah.
So
exciting.
Yeah, go give it a listen. It's really good.
Okay. All right.
I like it more than Wadada actually.
My BTS song this week is For Youth. Again, I just feel like it's fitting for this week. And then my non-BTS song is a group called Home Free. They are a cappella group made up of only guys. And they did a cover of A Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash. And it's amazing. And actually, Avi from used to be Pentatonics is in that one as well. So the two basses that are in there, Tim and
just the fact that Avi's in there, I have a bias for Al.
Yeah, Tim actually has a 5-octave range. So
Jesus Christ,
I know. Go and listen to it because it's crazy.
Jesus Christ,
his E1 at the end of. Go and listen to it. Just go and listen to it. It's a vibe. Honestly, I don't particularly like country music. I will listen to it, but it's not like my genre of music.
Yeah, you're kind of like a song-to-song kind of person.
I am
as well.
It depends on the artist and depends on the song, but this reimagining of it, sirs, I'm gonna need you to calm down.
Sirs, please.
That's enough. It's quite enough, actually. But yeah, that's my songs of the week.
All right, let's wrap this up, shall we?
Let's do it.
So as usual, we have a new episode coming out every Thursday, and a new clip coming out every Sunday at 3 p.m. EST. Phone, shut up. You can also listen to our podcast basically on any platform where you can listen to your podcast on the go. You can also find us on our social medias at Army ThinkTank or at Army ThinkTank Podcast. And otherwise, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified whenever we post a new video.
Yeah.
On that note,
have a good week.
Keep on streaming.
Keep on streaming, and the best is yet to come, everybody.
The best is yet to come. We'll see you next week, guys.
Bye.